Got the whole millennial pause in there and everything. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube. Been a couple days, regardless of where you are in the world or what time of day it is for you. I truly hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you for tuning in for this one. Even if you're watching this as a VOD later, I appreciate it. I know this isn't Overwatch content, so by that nature alone, not too many of you will watch it, and that is okay. But that tells me those that do are just legendary. You guys are diehard fans of the channel, and I'm thankful, man. So appreciate you guys being here. If you are on YouTube, do me a favor, hit the like button or dislike. That's okay too. Still feeds the algorithm. Do what you got to do. Make sure everything is working like it should. What's up, RG? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in on Twitch. I have no idea how to say your name. Veggie Lasagna? I don't even know, bro. RG, what's up, Bo? What's up? What's going on? Yeet Overwatch, what's up, homie? Hey, what's up, Ryan Cart? Jay, thanks for being here. It's going great, man. How about you? Doing all right tonight? Better get my Steam opened up here. Be honest, do you think you would be famous if it weren't for the allegations? Probably not yet, no. I think it would have taken a little bit longer, but eventually, I think I would have gotten there still. Was that Paper Plate Enjoyer? And by the way, I don't actually see myself as famous right now. I think people know who I am, but it's not. I don't know if I'd call it famous. I guess there's a small update for the game that we're going to be playing tonight. This one's just a chill stream tonight, guys. We aren't going anywhere crazy. Not even going to go through the whole mantra tonight. We're just going to get straight into the game and hang out, dude. FMI, hello. Or F Miona? I don't know, bro. I'm probably going to say something really awful one of these times when I'm trying to read y'all's names. Going to commit some horrible war crime without even knowing, bro. Paper Plate Enjoyer, how have you been, man? Haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Hope you're doing okay. Apparently there was some reinitializing that the world needed to do in the game, huh? Make sure I'm coming through for everybody. Dude, Reincar, that's awesome, bro. Why didn't you... Were we in a chat earlier? Did this happen in between the chat and now? Or did you just not want to tell me earlier? Or are you just gatekeeping this information? Okay. Yeah, we should still be good on frame rate. Okay. 2 a.m. in game. Still got the dysentery. That's unlucky. Goldenrod flowers, just no water. Oh, hang on. There's a setting I wanted to change on this world. Shouldn't take that long to reload it, by the way. What's up, Crow? There's a legend over in the YouTube chat. Just slipped your mind earlier? No worries, Bald. No worries. Flaccid Siren. What a name. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, man. Why no Overwatch 2? Just doing something a little more chill tonight, man. Nothing. Don't read into it too much. Okay, there's a setting in here. Has to do with the jar refund. It needs to be 100%. I don't know why anybody would do anything different. There we go. Good evening, Upriser. It's really early in the morning for you now, isn't it? Or like really late at night. No, don't admit if you're Swedish. Crow will ban you. He's Norwegian. And they blindly hate the Swedes. Wifey texted, hang on. Yeah, true. True, Upriser. It's midnight for you? Oh, yeah. Hey, appreciate that, Jubs. For real. You would too, Crow. Don't lie to the chat. Okay. So, we're going to look at our challenges. Okay, we got a skill point there. We need to make a dew collector, which I think we're a little ways off from. Okay. Let's look. Holy cow, they put that way further in now than they used to. Dang. Okay. Hey, really quick. Those of you that are interested in the Overwatch stuff, would you want me to upload just a straight up, like, non-edited, sort of like a live stream VOD from my off stream time? Like, just, I could stream it to like a private stream on YouTube and just like share it publicly after it's done. Could do that. Completely up to you guys. I was just thinking about it recently. I was like, you know, I could do that. And then you guys would maybe still get the chance to watch what I do off stream. Yeah, that's true. You are probably up pretty late. Let me edit the videos. Trust? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I was playing very clean today, though. Still lost a couple of games for a reason. And like, even though we had levers in the two games, you know, if you guys saw the short form about today's like games and stuff, even with the levers, I still could have played better in those losses. So I'm not saying I could have won them. I'm just saying I could have played better. Okay. Ever played Helldivers 2? I have played Helldivers 2. Mm-hmm. Maybe like a corner. No. Oh, I got this right. We have to clear the filter corner. It's like a little triangle. Corner ramp, probably. Something like that. Be the inverse of this. That guy. There we go. Get the final details of our house built here. Thanks, Norwegian. I appreciate it. I wish I had more time. I'd bring this back Probably not on the same channel. We'd almost have to create a different channel for it, as far as like making it a permanent thing, you know. But what do you do against all the hate? How do you keep queuing without getting tilted? Well, I haven't. That's been the problem. I've been getting tilted. I keep queuing, but I keep getting tilted, and I don't get enough focused effort. So instead of continuing in the same vein that I have been, I decided it was better to create an alt account to stream or play on stream. And if people stream snipe me, they stream snipe me. I don't care. I can still continue to focus because it doesn't matter. I can lose all my rank there, and it does not matter. I'm still just going to focus on my improvement. And then my main game, my main account, that is, I just play it off stream now. That's it. Is it a stressful or a chill game? It's kind of both. Like, it has moments where it is stressful for sure, but I would say even in the most stressful moments, if you learn the game well, it's pretty chill. It is a lot of fun. It's called 7 Days to Die for anybody who wants to look into it. So if you actually look back in the archives of my YouTube channel, before Overwatch, this is what I played. Hey, what's up, Carl? Are you over at your job yet, or job site yet, or are you still at home? Okay, we're out of wood. That's a problem. We can go chop up all the rest of these trees, I guess, at some point, but we can do that overnight. Okay. So, biggest problem we're running into is that I have, like, no liquid, no jars. Shady Sky, thanks so much for the follow, man. And is it Callie? I have no idea how to say your name there, but thank you both for your follows. I do appreciate it. So, because we are dehydrated, we are running into a problem here where we're going to have a lower maximum stamina. And here soon, and actually stamina already is going to be a problem as far as, like, regeneration. So we have a problem. Is this game like Rust or what I played it years ago? I don't remember much. It's very similar to Rust, I think. A lot of people would compare it, yeah. Job isn't for a couple hours? Okay, cool. How did last night go, Carl? Yo, Dunsrat coming in with a tier 1 sub to Shady Sky. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate that. Very kind. Get some W's in the chat for Dunsrat there. Giving a gifted sub. I appreciate it, bro, for real. Hope you're having a good night. Not the Doomfist emoji. Oh, hang on. I gotta get the stamina back. Crow. You are the worst, actually. Oh, I didn't know I could make a pipe machine gun yet. Okay. I mean, you can make a quality one, but those things they're okay, but... Okay, you got a big boy over there. We'll avoid him. We'll go deal with this one. Hopefully this next place that we do our looting at will have some sort of beverage. That'd be good. On YouTube, Carl? Yeah, so we even have a bigger problem stamina-wise right now. I don't know that we're gonna find any liquid here, so we're gonna have a real problem trying to complete this, but we gotta do something. And all we would end up doing is drinking from a water source that is contaminated right now, and that would not be ideal. Carl, I don't know then. That's weird. I think we got the scrap polymer challenge done already, didn't we? Yeah, it's the lead pipes and honey, and then eventually when we get a wrench. Couldn't remember what those things are called for a minute. There you go. Get some food. Well, at least we got some, like... Can I dig these up? Oh, never mind. I was thinking those were farm plots, but I guess they make them look like farm plots, but they are not actually farm plots. What's up, KFI? close quarters here. I'm not a huge fan of that. Close that door behind us. What's up, Aisho? Good to see you. I'm doing pretty well this evening. How are you? One outside there. Oh man, stamina issue, man. This is tough. Hopefully we can, if we don't find any liquid here, we'll have to buy some from the trader, and it is so expensive. But we can't just not have liquid. Balloon tower defense on one monitor and you got me on the other. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you doing that and hanging out, brother, for real. Thank you. Especially because this is definitely not the normal time I'm streaming right now, and it's not even the normal game I'm streaming, so very thankful for each of you that are showing up right now, man, for real. And I really, really mean that. Because I could have just gamed tonight and chilled, but I was like, nah, I'd like to hang out with the community, man, especially because I haven't been streaming the last few days, or last couple days. So, oop, okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, fall right through there, loser. Okay. Does that just fall down? Okay. I hear you. Man, you took that one right to the noggin, dude. Well done. Okay, we'll try and let them funnel out. There we go. Skill point. Okay. Got that one. I'd like to do another Skull Crusher one, though. Okay, we might... Man, do we get any liquid? We got murky water. Okay. That is something right now. You know, Generic Rat, thank you so much for the kind words. Over on YouTube, they said, long-time viewer, first-time commenter. I love what you're doing. Keep up the good work. Or great work, excuse me. I'm not trying to misquote you. That I appreciate that, bro, for real. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for taking time to leave a comment for me, man, for real. It means a lot. Always nice to get some supportive words in the midst of all the BS that we deal with every day. Okay, come on. Get your stamina back. Oh, dear. Shotgun time. Okay. That was close. That was close. Mr. Sniper God, welcome back. It's great to see you in the chat. Ooh, a nomad outfit. What does that do? It gives us extra carrying capacity. Great. Okay. Let's take the mod off of this one. Whoops. What the heck? What the heck? Hello? Oh, you can't put armor plating on that. No sell price. No, we'll just throw it out. No worries, Krell. I'll see you later, man. Thanks for tuning in for a bit, bro. For real. Isn't there a bag on the roof of this one that has drinks sometimes? I don't know. I didn't see a way to get up to the roof, though. I mean, we got more murky water there. And an empty jar. Yeah, honestly, I think we'll be alright now. We just haven't had the jars. We can go look, though. Let's see. You said up on the... Whoops. Up on the roof? Let's see, how do we get up there? So... Okay, there we go. Well, at least this time it didn't spawn one. If there is normally, I don't know. Okay, so we gotta go out that way. There we go. Save ourselves a few steps. And because we're already running low on stamina, we're gonna offload things. Ooh, we could eat some food. Which food is that worth? 45. yeah, we'd get some extra stamina. It would fill up our food bar. And then we can put the rest of these items in our inventory slots down here. And now we are no longer encumbered. Seems like a good idea. Do I have a cooking pot? I do now, yeah. Well, I have had one, yeah. So Carl, I just now, and I don't think you were here for this part, I just now turned up the jar return rate to 100%. So hopefully that'll give us a little bit of help. Because right now we just haven't had a way to get water, and the dew collector is now so far into the workstations that it's like, man, it takes a while to get one. The red icon on the left, it's scent. Right now I ate a food that provided a scent radius, so if that zombie gets within the meter radius that it's counting down from, he'll start here. I'll show you. If I get close to him, he'll sprint. At least that's how they're supposed to. He's not doing it though. I don't know why, but they didn't do it. Yeah, so it's not minutes, that's meters in this case. Capital M is meters, lowercase m is minutes. Man, my shoulder is hurting for some reason. I'm really not sure if I just goofed it up at work or what. Whoa! Smacked my mouse. Whee! Okay. Yeah, the scent one is new. Yeah, it's relatively new. Hopefully we'll be able to get a new chair soon. We got a couple things we got to catch up on. And then I'll hopefully be able to order my new chair. I already know what I'm getting. So this guy is a prick, by the way. Fair warning.
Morning. If you try to say it's a good morning, there's the goddamn door.
Yeah, I show he would not like you very much.
Well, looky here, boys. We got ourselves a real-life hero, and now he wants to be paid.
They're all residences, so we'll just do the closest one. I was hoping to get one with liquid. We only got 100 coin. I am looking forward to the spotlight. Yes, I'm hoping it's good. I obviously won't be in person. I was not given that invite, but we're gonna sell the armor mod thing, and then we're gonna get the red tea out of there. So I'm gonna sell him that, sell him those.
Cheap ass son of a bitch.
Not tonight. Nope, not Overwatch tonight. I needed a little bit of a breather. We're actually gonna buy those. We're gonna buy the water as well. I didn't know that the vending machines counted as the trader. All right, that'll help get our water back to a healthier point, and then we also have jars now. There's a setting now to make him not quite as crude. There's no way they finally did that, really. I almost feel like that would be criminal to do, though. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like I would be, like, destroying his character. I'd be curious to hear his voice lines. Just maybe not as... Wait, what? Oh, I goofed that up. I picked the wrong... Whoops. Well, I mean, I don't mind the overhang. We'll just leave it alone. It didn't look that bad. Okay. And actually, we'll keep one of them. Any other sustenance things? We'll take care of this and these. Yeah. Well, that's sustenance. What am I doing? All right. Put the corn over here. Oh, there's not enough room. Gosh dang it. Shoot. All right, let's dig this up. Gotcha, Carl. That makes sense. Okay. Uh-oh. That's a small horde. All right, let's deal with them. At least we have some of our stamina back right before they got here, huh? Okay, he stopped right before I shot. That's fine. Okay, we can make quality 5 stone tools now. Cool. So we got the farm plot, right? Yeah. We can just go stick that on the roof real quick, I guess. Whoops. There we go. Cool. Now you got that. Oh, not. Can't speak. That up and going. We also have some 7.62, which is a good thing for when we get a pipe machine gun, especially. That's going to be really helpful. Now that we have the mag extender as well. And then sustenance, I can go up there. It's just steroids, so we'll stick that up there. D Major, thanks so much. Appreciate the follow, my friend. We'll actually need that wood for fuel, actually, as it turns out. However, when we leave this thing unattended, we aren't leaving a fire unattended, I guess. Yeah, to some degree I miss it too, Carl. Hopefully, when I get to go full-time, one of the things I intend to do is dabble more in these games. That's really the big thing. Put a little more time into Overwatch, yes, and maybe put out one additional video a week on this channel for Overwatch stuff. But one of the really big things I want to do is create that second channel and start creating content in this game again. This one or Minecraft, I'm not really sure which it'll be. Okay. Got 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Yeah, that'll be enough. Okay. I don't think we can make red tea yet. No, not yet. We need 2 more cooking books. Okay. Okay. My microphone feels like it's pointed up just a little too tall here. There we go. That looks a little better, I think. I'm also a little bit lower, I think. This chair is not... I had everything set up well with my previous chair. Now that I'm a lowly peasant without my cool chair. Alright. So... do I want to go do this quest, or do I want to do something else? What do I got? Yeah, we need to go do some questing. I do need to get some liquid going here, though. Do I have any... I actually have a question about the less streaming thing. And it's fine if you'd rather wait till Friday, but would less streams mean more YouTube content? Not necessarily. Right now, all it would mean is literally just less streams. And it would allow me to focus more in that time on my gameplay. And I think that's the advantage, is I'm actually able to focus more on my gameplay, and then I'm able to make better progress. I think a lot of the reason that I've been so behind the curve, as it were, as far as like growing in as a creator, or not as a creator, I think creator I've been fine, but like as an Overwatch player has been because I just haven't had the time to really be focused. And I think giving myself like, 2 to 3 days a week where I'm 2 to 3 sessions a week, so to speak, of 2 hours each, where I can just focus on the game. That's it. Oh, Carl, did I not tell you about that yet? my chair bit the dust. I lifted it up the other day, and it literally, the gasket in the container, the hydraulic, there we go, couldn't remember what it was called. The hydraulic just snapped. Like, it literally snapped with no pressure. What's up, Ordinary Gamer? Yeah, we're playing 7 Days to Die tonight. That is correct. Yeah, and I don't mind talking about that stuff, by the way, guys. If many of you guys are sitting here wondering about that. Ordinary Gamer 36, thanks for coming over to Twitch and following there as well, man. I appreciate it. Man, I just need these bits of honey. Yeah, so I'm gonna end up buying a new chair. Hopefully soon. But Carl, you know a lot more than a lot of people do. Carl, by the way, the Christian Ninja over, one of my moderators, he's over in the YouTube chat right now. He's my closest friend. Yeah, but so he knows a lot of stuff about what's going on behind the scenes you guys don't get to know. But apparently I forgot to tell him about the chair. There's, you know, Carl, there's a few things going on right now. The least concern I have is a freaking chair. Whoops. Evening, Ty. How are you? I meant to do this before we left the base, but I need to craft the quality 5 stone tools so we at least have a little bit of higher damage on stuff. And I can't remember, is there stuff that... I feel like there is stuff up there. I just don't remember how to get up there. Maybe I wasn't supposed to dig all that up first. I don't even remember at this point. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, can I get some honest feedback from you guys, man? And be brutally honest. Like, I have really wrestled. Like, I know that eventually when I do go full time as a creator, I fully intend to play other games than Overwatch. And I've considered playing doing that on a separate channel purely because of like algorithms and stuff. But I mean, would you guys, if I kept it on the same channel, would you watch it? Do you think? On a regular basis, if we created some kind of regular, you know, cadence to it. What's up, Tomato Buddy? Good to see you. Ted's Best, by the way. Thank you so much for your follow on Twitch, man. Much appreciated. I like the optimism of when I go full time. You got the right mindset, but to answer your question, yes. Oh, it's only a matter of when. It's not a matter of if at all. You watch pretty much whatever. Good to know. Appreciate that, Nervous. Sorry to hear about the chair. Yeah, it's an unlucky situation for sure. Sledgehammer quality 5. Yeah, we'll have to do a few upgrades when we get back. Wake up. All right, guys. The last time we did this, I regretted it. We'll try and use the lockpicks this time instead of breaking it open. Do you mind telling how it broke? I don't mind at all. Yeah, I was literally lifting up on it. Well, there goes my lockpicks, I guess. It's an unfortunate situation. I was literally just lifting up on my chair. And it, like, the spot where the hydraulic is just broke. Like, it just snapped. Oh, don't let, you know, Ted's Best, if you're actually idolizing me, don't do that. I'm just a guy. You do not want to idolize me. No, it's wild. It looks way worse. It's kind of like the headphones. Like, the headphones looked like I just, like, freaking chucked those things. But, like, I swear, I literally pulled them. Like, sometimes I'm not the best at, like, pulling off both sides and doing that way. Sometimes I'll pull it off, like, this way or this way. And it puts a lot of pressure on the hinge. And I think that's all that happened with the headphones. So, just over a long period of time. And I want to be clear, both the headphones and the chair, I bought in May of 2020. So like it literally, each of them lasted like 5.5 years, like and thousands of hours used. So as much as I'm bummed and don't want to have to spend the money, you know, I found a really good pair of headphones that I'm really happy with that were much cheaper. Thank goodness. And the chair actually is also about half the cost. The one I'm going to be replacing the old one with. So, don't idolize me. I am just a guy. You do not want to do that. All right, let's see if this was even remotely worth it. And it was not. Let's go. It's never worth it. I don't know why I keep trying. No, Carl, I'm totally with you. That's why I threw myself under the bus first, because I'm like, no, if you guys ever think, if you guys honestly start hearing me like get full of myself, just call either my best friend Carl or my wife. Either one of them will quickly correct me. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Got plenty of people in my life that will rapidly look at you and go, yeah, dude, this dude does not have it all figured out. Do not let him deceive you. I'm trying to remember, is can of miso one of the ones that, yeah, you just want to eat because they don't have any recipes for it? Ted's Best started streaming because of me. That's cool though. I hope that you said she, I think. Hope she enjoys it. Streaming and content creation, like it's can be a challenge, but I think it's every bit worth it. Especially when if you ever get to the point where you go viral for anything other than good things, it can be very, very mentally taxing. But totally worth it. Totally worth it. Couple pieces of charred meat. Not great, but we'll go ahead and eat it anyway. We are running out of room in our inventory, which I don't love, but I feel like, did I already? Yeah, I did go in here. Okay. Now we go down. Oh, okay. Cardboard box in here. Jeez. Okay, cool. Okay, quest is over. Wait, what am I carrying that's... What am I carrying? Oh, shoot. The eggs? No, it's the rotting flesh. Crap. Okay. Well, maybe not. Adam R1, thanks so much for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good one. Throw the tempered blade mod on our knife. We already did that. We already got everything. Okay, let's leave. Is it a crawler? No, it's not. Okay. All right, we are encumbered by 12, so in this case, we're going to go ahead and use a steroid. Wow, they updated that since the last time I used one. Holy cow. used to just look like you were like consuming medicine, like pills, instead of a full-on syringe. That's awesome. They've made a substantial difference. What other games do I enjoy playing? So obviously a lot of you guys know that Overwatch is by far my favorite game besides Halo. Like if we're just talking purely favorite of just like of all time, it's going to be Halo 2. Followed up to Overwatch as my second favorite game. I would even put 7 Days to Die as a close contender. I'd even put it pretty tied with Overwatch for second place. Third place for me would be Apex Legends and Minecraft. So, yo, Ryan Carr, don't worry about it, man. I know it sounds so much simpler from a guy who's married and happy, but like, don't worry about it, man. Don't be nervous about a date. She either gonna like you or she not, man. It's one of the two. I actually really like what the Bible says about anxiety. It's actually, I'm gonna get a little preachy for a second, but it literally says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, make your requests made known to God. And the idea behind that is when you get anxious, to pray through it and be like, all right, God, look, I'm anxious. I'm anxious over a date. I'm anxious because this bill's coming up. I'm anxious because whatever. And that's it, man. I'm telling you, it's a big deal. Once you get to that point where you can kind of let go and just like for the date context, just being yourself, be authentically you, man, just being authentically yourself in today's day and age will set you apart. Gotta hook you up with the Riz chips. Oh yeah, dude. I got that W Riz. No, I got that L hairline is what I got.
Good afternoon. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it.
What else do you have here, bud?
If you want a job, well, good luck. By the looks of it, you're gonna need it.
Emily asks, you think of collaborating on Overwatch? She enjoys your content. I understand if it's out of nowhere, so I apologize for that. She's very nervous to ask herself. Hey, first of all, don't feel nervous about asking those kinds of things. But I will say also that I, like a lot of other creators, am very hesitant to just collaborate with anybody. Even when they're like fans and they mean well, the internet is so horrible these days, man. I can literally never trust anybody just by them saying, by virtue of them being like, oh yeah, no, I'm a great person. You just don't know. So I do have to respectfully decline, not because I have anything against you, but because unfortunately that's just the way that the world is now. So, but I really do appreciate the support. Zoro, excuse me, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. And then Rexy, thank you also for your follow on Twitch. We're currently going through this to try and find anything that we can sell or should sell. So we just made our first trader chest. And that's usually what I put it by the door so that I don't forget to do that on occasion. Not ever going to use baton parts. Okay, we're going to put all the rest of this in the sustenance box. Good for you, Ryan Carr. That's awesome. Super. I don't even know how to say your name. I'm good. How are you doing? Okay. Bunch of liquid. We'll go ahead and throw that in here. Probably wouldn't hurt actually to go ahead and, because we just got the red tea recipe unlocked. So let's see. Do we have any fuel in here? No. I can call you Nova. Okay, you may have to remind me of that a few times, but I'm open to that 100%. Okay, and then we'll do a goldenrod tea for the other water. Unless, can I do anything with this? Can I make the yucca juice yet? Not yet. We got another couple books. So we'll just hang on to the water for now. Okay. Got all that going. Nova. Fair. I see what you're doing. That's understandable, sir. You should totally look into her content if you like and decide yourself. Hope you have an amazing stream. Yo, Nervous, I appreciate it for real. Appreciate you. I appreciate your friend as well. Make sure you encourage her. As her friend, she's going to go through some difficult times, I'm sure. As a creator, she's going to be discouraged. There's going to be times where she doesn't feel like continuing. One of the best things you can do as her close friend is to encourage her. One of my closest friends is in the chat, and he has encouraged me over the years. There's been plenty of times I've thought about quitting, but I haven't. There's a reason I'm always telling you guys that life is difficult and you shouldn't do it alone, and encouraging you to find Christ, find friendship, and find community, and in that order. In the friendship specific part, is that one-on-one connection to help anchor you into reality when things are spinning out of control. I've been through a lot in my life, as young as I am. I feel like that's a lot of us. And I gotta tell you, my buddy Carl, without him, man, I'd be in a tailspin for sure. Dude, that's awesome, Nova. Congrats on that. D5 to D2 overnight is a big up for sure. Welcome back, Sleeping Security Guard. Oh, of course, Bald. Of course, that would be the best day to go on a date. Jeez. So the Overwatch grind has been going well. I went up from D5 to D4 myself this morning. Only lost 2 games in both of those games out of 8, by the way. Both of those 2 games we had a lever. I still could have played better in both of them, but I don't think we would have been able to. I don't think I would have been able to pull the win out. It was a pretty rough one. So it's been so long since I played this game. Is the upgrading the same, where you just make a bunch of simple tools and it'll work for the more expensive tools? Sort of. You can upgrade you can build tools. And actually, here in a minute, I keep forgetting to do it. Is that a stone right there? Yeah, we're just gonna do it here. I can make quality 5 tools and quality 5 sledgehammers. I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I might even be able to do a better shotgun, but I don't have all the tools or all the materials. Okay. So we're gonna need the shovel. We're gonna need 6 plant fibers and 6 bits of wood. Go ahead and chop this one down. Hey, for me, I learn from my mistakes and work hard on that. It takes time. I believe in you. I appreciate it, man. I am confident that I will hit Masters very soon. I think one of the big things that was holding me back was just not allowing myself to have focused time to practice the game. I was always streaming, I was always creating, I was always doing something else. And I think it just split my attention too many ways. Yeah, I appreciate that very much, and I appreciate the turnaround that you've experienced. A lot of people have shared that same sentiment, that basically they'd heard about the allegations and all the stuff, and then they tuned into the content and actually checked it out for themselves and had a similar experience to what you just described, where it was like, man, I misjudged this guy. Because the internet is what it is, man, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The internet is very... The court of public opinion is always a guilty until proven innocent. So I tried to prove myself innocent, which was a very poor decision, because anybody that lacks the ability to do the research themselves, like you guys have done, it's just not worth it. Uh-oh. Ooh, quick with it. Lolo, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, it will be. The future's bright, man. Future's bright. We're really close to full-time content creation. I'm prayerful and hopeful it'll be by the end of this year. It's my big goal for this year, and I've got a few plans to push that envelope as hard as I can without quitting my job, because I still need to pay the bills, right? Contrary to the internet's popular belief, I do actually have a job. So, outside of content. We all need a Carl in our lives. That's a fact. I completely agree with you there. Man, we just need slightly better skill on the damage with tools, and we'll be able to two-shot a lot of stuff with a stone shovel. That's awesome. Over the last several streams, I have been noticing a lot of major changes in how you carry yourself, especially with Zarya, and hopefully running each other in comp. I'm a junk and soldier main. It's actually an interesting combo. It's projectile and hit scan. Why those two? I think it used to be where you can make a ton of stone axes. Oh, you're talking about learn as you do. And no, it is not that way. No. You read magazines that give you a better that slowly moves you through things. It's a lot slower progression, which I think is a really good thing for this game. It was a way fast progression in the way you're talking about. Learn by doing, I think is what it was called, if I remember right. I wasn't playing this game during that era, but I am familiar with it because I've put about 2,000 hours in this game. Okay, we are. How are we out of stamina? Oh, we're out of water. It's because of the steroid. I forgot about that. Yeah, definitely encourage you to check this game back out, man. I don't know if you were a console player either, but they have massively overhauled even the console side, which was a big sore spot for this game for a long time, PR wise. So. You have some cash to sell to a trader when we get back, huh? One of the other things, so I've got to replace the chair. And then the other thing I'm hoping to do this year, we'll see financially anyway, as far as like content, channel, all that kind of stuff. Before I go full time, I want to have a 2 PC content setup. Starting to get to that point where I'm pushing enough content out that if I can record and stream in multiple places all at the same time, it would be ideal for the workflow. So we are genuinely getting to the point where justifying buying a second PC would make sense. So what I'll end up doing is turning this one into the streaming PC, because it's still a great PC. A 3080 Ti and a Ryzen 7 5700X is more than enough to be a streaming PC, just a capturing and encoding PC. And then I'd have to look at the motherboard slots, because I want to have a multi-capture card internally. So we'll see. I've got a few different ideas for that, but I really am hoping to do that this year. But I also want to wait and see if RAM prices come down. I don't think they'll go up, so I don't think there's any harm in waiting. Because it's just too freaking expensive. Freaking AI, man. You're a console player? Oh, there you go. Okay. I've been a junk main from day one of Overwatch, and only recently picked up Soldier. And to be honest, I learned because of a friend. But using Soldier taught me to be more aggro on junk. Good for you. And hit more of my nades, and with Soldier I learned to aim better. Yeah, there's definitely I wouldn't say like transferable skills, largely speaking. They're two very different characters, but like there is transferable skill to a certain point. Yeah, definitely encourage you to, man. This game is awesome. You need to remember to keep breaking the frames and stuff, because sometimes there are other things sitting behind there. Okay, now this is mostly like false floor. I remembered that right. And most of the zombies, I don't think they even spawn until you drop, so make sure we're reloaded. Wouldn't hurt to go ahead and eat up some food. Don't want to be encumbered in any way. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, cool. Oh, we're 7 o'clock. Okay, we got to get moving if we want to turn this quest in before midnight. Or before he closes it. I think it's 10 now in game. I think I've played this game. It's either Alpha 17 or 18. It might have been 16, but I doubt it. Played this game for a little while anyway. Stone Tools Quality 6. We need to see if they still want you to spend a legendary part for that. That was always such a That was always such an egregious oversight to me that they made a Tech 1 even at a high quality require a legendary part to make. It's nuts to me. Yeah, I definitely am glad I've been a advocate of one tricking for so long. It's been probably the best thing I can recommend to people is to choose a character that you enjoy playing a lot and play that character. Just play the crap out of that character, man. The group chat in Discord. What group chat? Just the Discord. Yeah, you can send clips. Just I wouldn't if it links to a social media, don't, because my moderators and I have found that it's usually self promo, so we just kind of outright don't let that happen. But if you just want to upload a video straight into the Discord, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, there's people who do that. I don't know if we make it out there that far. We're gonna keep trying. Is there any water on our way over? Oh, there was one behind us, but nothing. I don't think on the way to Trader. Okay. I'm gonna edit some clips tonight, chat, that I got during my time today playing Overwatch this morning. And trust me, you're gonna want to watch those. They're hilarious. If Doomfist hadn't been changed so hard from Overwatch 1 to 2, I'd probably still be playing him. I respect that. Yeah, going from DPS to tank changes a lot. Most of mine are associated with my Twitch, but I'm only posting the ones that aren't. That's fair. Yeah, I think that's, and I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate you respecting that. Cannot wait for my freshen up order to get here, man. I've missed plugging the product. It is truly one of the best energy drink products I've ever experienced having. Both from like an energy level and no crash thing, as well as like just like the no sludge when you mix the powder. And obviously you get to support me by buying it, so there's that too. Honestly, being a Rhine player is pretty based. Rhine's a goated pick for sure. Oh, there's a skill point to spend. Oh, I do. Okay, there we go. I needed to do that anyway. Yeah, my right shoulder is really bugging me right now. I'm not sure why.
Well, you proved me wrong.
Hmm.
Now take your reward and get the hell out of here.
I mean, I'll
I
take
got
this
work,
one
but
too.
Let's get one thing straight. You're not working with me.
400
for
coin.
me.
Perfect. All right, looking forward to getting over to the base here. We gotta get our inventory sorted, and then maybe it's only day 3, and we aren't gonna worry about the horde tonight, so I won't worry about building a base, like a horde base to defend out of for that night. Oh, we're gonna sell the brass too. I literally never use that. Lead too. Handgun parts. Cloth insulated liner mod. We might actually keep that. Okay. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff worth selling in there. We'll go ahead and put this away. That in the sustenance chest. Also used to main Zarya back before Doom. I used to think dabbling in every character is the right way, right play, but I wasn't getting past the basics for each character. And again, like there are a lot of high level players that will tell you that you should be well versed in every hero. I think what I'm realizing more and more is I think there's a happy medium, which is very commonly the case, between the two extremes, where on one hand, you know, you should never ever, you know, play more than 1 or 2 heroes. I think it's a little short-sighted. But the idea that you should play every hero is probably also a little unaware, I think is how I would put it. So here's kind of my middle ground that I tell people a lot. I think the middle ground is, and I say it that way because I don't know, but I think the middle ground is knowing if you can play your, like, every hero in your role for like 2 to 3 hours each. I'd say 5 hours is like the sweet spot where you know their basics of how they should cycle, watch a guide, learn the hero, play them for 5 hours in like quick play, and then at least when you go into comp you'll know how to play into them. I think that's the balance. And 5 hours per hero is a lot, especially if you play DPS. Like that's a lot of time, and not everybody has that much time. I don't even have that much time, and I like, this is my thing, you know. Okay, we'll keep drinking all that. This will slow down our metabolism quite a bit too. Okay, max is out at 18. So we'll stop drinking that at this point. Put that away. Okay, now the other thing I was hoping to do is a pipe machine gun. I don't know if we have enough glue. I think I may have used too much. Crap. Can I make any glue? With bone and 1 water. Although, do you need the beaker? No. Okay. So we'll have that, this, and then we'll be able to start carrying a second gun, which at this point is probably more important than carrying this primitive bow. But we'll hang on to the bow a little while longer, I think, just so that we can, try and do stealth stuff when it's appropriate. So, all right, we can go ahead and put all this stuff away. That's good. Look over our challenges. We still have some challenges we could work on. We really are just trying to get the advanced survival one done. I don't think we have a forge unlocked yet, do we? No. Yeah, we're 1 book short of that. I honestly kind of want to just go out. Okay, let's get the mod for this. Cool. All right, now it is nighttime. We are full on food and full on water. This is good. We also are slower in our metabolism at the moment. Let's go ahead and grab our empty glass jars so that we can fill those up while we're out. Don't think there's anything else in here that we really need to worry about dealing with, so we're going to keep it moving. And we'll take the main road out. Looking forward to getting a bicycle. Wait, is there trash still in the road? How have I left that here this whole time? I'm going to check my phone really quick, guys. I apologize. I'm just trying to keep a track of... There's a lot of stuff. We are actually literally moving inside the next 30 days, so... We're trying to... We've got a lot going on right now, so... Cool. Okay, nothing I need to worry about. We're good. Group chat, but the group chat's not saying anything I need to, strictly speaking, be aware of tonight. So, man, I feel like my shoulders are lower than the desk, and then I go too high, and it feels like they're too high above the desk. I don't know, man. Can never quite get this chair to adjust properly. It's a cheap chair. You want to know how cheap it was? This chair that I'm sitting in right now is actually my wife's chair. And she knows this, by the way. This wouldn't surprise her if you told her. You can clip it and send it to her if it makes you feel better. We literally got it out of a dumpster out of our first apartment. It was... I don't remember for sure if it was outside the dumpster or not. But I remember we cleaned it really well. But it was in great shape. And we've had it since. She's used it every day. Like, it's a decent little chair for what it is, man. But, like, it just doesn't adjust a lot. So that's the other thing we're hoping to do this year is when I build myself a PC, we'd like to build her one. And then Hang on. Huh? We'd like to build her one. And then, like, build her a setup that's her own. Because right now, she's just using my old laptop that I used before I gamed on this PC. She's got a hand-me-down, which she's thankful for, but, like, I've always hoped to build her own setup. And I think secretly she wants one. She's just trying to be nice. So, and then we can give... My oldest boy is starting to get into Minecraft. So he, which is super cool, I gotta say. So I want to give him the old laptop because that's more than sufficient to play some Minecraft as a kid. It doesn't matter. Plus, we can set up the laptop in the living room and kind of keep an eye on it. You know how the internet is these days. All the predators that are out there and how easy it is to access the internet, especially to kids that grow up with it. They know how to deal with it, get into it a lot easier. So just trying to be responsible parents and, you know, keep an eye on it. So, nighttime questing is usually a little unnerving because the zombies are automatically faster than normal. But, in my humble opinion, it is worth it. At a certain point. And I think we're at that point now where, like, we can either sit around the base all night. What the heck was that red flash? That was weird. Or we can, you know, get out and do something even though it's a little risky. So you're supposed to go up there. You start in the garage though. Get some early loot. Man, I am just not getting the Forge Ahead books. Very unlucky on that one. Whoops. Hello? What the heck? That block just disappeared? Weird. Okay. Pretty sure that's a false floor. That's a locked door. As much of the stealth as you can do is, like, ideal. What I did most nights, it keeps you busy and you're still slowly progressing. Yeah. Oh, my grandma texted me. Hang on, chat. She doesn't normally text me this late at night. Oh yeah, she's my grandma's just giving me advice, life advice stuff. You know, for a while I used to hate that. I'd be like, come on, grandma, like I know these things. Can you stop, please? But then it occurred to me, like morbid thought for a minute, but like, eventually she ain't gonna be around anymore. My grandma's not young. And the cold hard reality is she's been one of the most stable people in my life. Not because anybody else wasn't willing, but just because of the circumstances. And I think that I find myself thinking about that a lot, where it's like, there's going to come a day where I wish she'd send me another bit of advice that I didn't really ask for. You know? There's going to come a day where I wish I could just call her up, and I won't be able to. And I think about that with my mom. I think about that with my dad. I think about that with my grandma, especially my grandma. But I make an effort to call all of my elderly, or pushing the ages, right, family. And I would encourage all of you to do the same, man. Anybody that's important to you in your life, like, take the time. Make the time. Time, the idea that you don't have time is, and please excuse this next phrase, I'm just going to say it very, very clearly. People who say, oh, I don't have time to call, bullshit, you don't. Okay? You aren't making time. And it's okay to acknowledge that. Every single one of us has the same damn 24 hours in the day. If I can make time with 3 kids, a part-time job and a full-time job, with content involved, you can absolutely make the 10 to 15 minutes it takes to make a phone call, send a text in 5 minutes or less. There's no excuse to not get a hold of the people that matter to you. That's why when people are like, oh, I'm sorry, I just haven't had time. Now you haven't, I'm not a priority to you, and that's okay, but be honest with yourself and me. Because if I was a priority to you, you'd call. If I was a priority to you, you'd text. And I know that's not a popular thought anymore, but I'm sorry, it's the reality. Every single one of us is busy in some fashion or form. Oh, that's a biker. We aren't even going to do that. Nope. Would be a very bad idea to try and shoot him. That is something I have a lot of passion about. I learned that lesson the hard way years ago. I have an uncle who would say that all the time. We worked in the same building. And he would be like, oh, I'm sorry, I just haven't had time. Yeah, you have. You haven't made the time. Be honest with me and give me enough courtesy to freaking say that. But I just think that's what we've gotten used to societally, is this excuse, which is exactly what it is. And I think we need to quit permitting that as an excuse. Excuse me. Yeah, not a pleasant thought, but something to consider. No, and there's a lot of things in life. Like, this is why I'm so passionate about my faith, guys, because here's my deal. Many of you are probably not Christians here, and you probably don't agree with Christianity, and I'm fine with that. And I mean that. There's no but at the end of the statement. It is so important to me that if everything that I tell you I believe is correct, we all have an eternity, and on the other side of this life, you make the decision in this life how the rest of your life on the other side of eternity is going to go. You either chose to follow Christ or you didn't. That's it. There's no room for gray areas. That's it. According to the Bible, that I fully believe is the full and complete word of God, I believe that firmly. And that is the cold hard reality. And if I actually care about all of you like I tell you I do, of course I'm going to tell you about this. For me not to tell you would actually be the least loving thing I could do to any of you. And you don't have to agree with me at the end of it. You don't. That's the beauty of it. It's your choice. But my hope and prayer is that every single one of you chooses to walk with Christ all the days of your life, because it is the single most important and most fulfilling decision I've ever made in my life. End rant. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. There's merch in the back if you're interested. Raider helmet. What do I have on right now? Oh, well, that answers that. We're going to swap that out immediately. Much better. I'll throw that on the ground. Okay. Okay. What do we have? Can of miso. Go ahead and eat this can of cat food, too. Okay, there is a water source just outside. Oh, shoot. What? Huh? Get what the heck? Get back and get back, demon. What? Bro just phased through the floor. I smacked him back out of the floor. What in the reverse groundhog did I just do? Wait, that sounds weird. I don't like what I just said out loud. Can we just rewind that and pretend that I didn't say it? Oh, weird. Someone was saying the same thing, MLG. One of my moderators actually said his other account that he sometimes chats with wasn't allowing him to. I wonder if he was dealing with the same thing. Odd. Okay. Well, we've filled up our water containers. Oh, hello. Oh, joy. Come on. Okay, we got more coming. Wonder if it's because I created a new stream or something. Because I had to create a brand new one. I didn't use like reuse settings or anything. Because all my other stuff's for friggin' Overwatch, right? It's a completely different game. There's usually a zombie. I'm wondering if it's over on the driver's side. Oh, jeez. I gave you a horrific sound. It's new. Okay. Sarah. What are you going to have for dinner if you haven't already eaten? I did actually eat a little bit. I didn't eat a lot. I'm really trying to lose weight, man. And I have screwed up this whole portion of the first part of the year because of all the stress in my life. I've used that as an excuse to eat garbage food and stress eat and eat too much in general. So, I've not seen this one before. Yard sale sign. That's kind of funny. Today I have had a couple of cans of spaghetti and meatballs from Chef Boyardee. It's like 410 calories a can. And then I had a couple slices of pizza from Casey's. And then I've had some energy drinks today that are all less than 10 calories each. I think I've had 2, including the one I'm drinking right now. I think I've still got a few more calories, so I may enjoy some honey mustard pretzels from Dots after stream. I do enjoy those. And how many of you guys know what Dots pretzels are? If you don't know, look them up. Totally good stuff. When's Overwatch starting? Friday, 8 a.m. Central. That's the next Overwatch stream. Yeah, me too, Damon. It'll be fun. You actually have a bag of Dots? Dude, they're so good, man. What flavor do you like the most? Or have you just had like the original? I like the I've had the garlic parmesan or parmesan garlic. I forget which one goes first. Those ones, I like those. They are very good. The honey mustard ones are one of my personal favorites because I do enjoy honey mustard. And then the original are also very good. But like out of the 3 that I've had, I'd say honey mustard, parmesan, the parmesan garlic, whatever that actually is, and then the original. Those are mine. I want to try some of the other ones though. I just wish they had smaller bags to try. You love the buffalo. Is it really? Okay, so like I'm a wimp when it comes to spicy food. Like buffalo sauce on a wing is a little spicy for me. Is the buffalo is it pretty hot, or is it just like, no, it's just flavored? Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future? Dude, Dippin' Dots are goated. They're super good. I'm also just a fat kid, so currently a fat kid. Working on not being a fat kid anymore. So we'll go ahead and take the murky water and put that in the deal there. We're going to want the motor tool parts. These are all things we can sell. Yucca seed we'll put back in here. Put all this in the trader chest. We're going to want some, some fuel. Yo, Poco Arissa, best tank, coming in with a resub 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Get some W's in the chat for Poco Arissa, man. I mean, depends on how you are with spice. I don't think they're that bad, but I enjoy the flavor. Okay, it might be worth trying then. And here's the deal. Like, full readout. I got your whole name. I'm gonna full name you if you're gonna sub. Are you kidding me? Someone's gonna come in with like a 48 character name now. It's gonna be like the most complicated thing. It's gonna be a tongue twister, and then if you mess it up, you say a slur. That's what's coming now that I've said that out loud. Oh my gosh. I know the internet, dude. I know the internet. I may be old, but I'm not that fucking old. All right. Need a little more agua. All right. So, I mean, it's almost morning, so we'll be able to turn in our quest. I forget. Is it a challenge now that you get Trader Jen? When does that unlock? Because you talk to... I don't remember what it is. I think it's like you have to do a certain amount of quests for Wrecked. And I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to turn in our 8th. Does anybody know how many tier 1s you have to turn in before you get tier 2s? Because it used to be 7, and it's clearly not that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Before one of you clips me saying 6, 7, and it's like, oh, and you just like completely forget how to use your brain, and yep. Better stop talking. Okay. The internet is so easily offended these days. I'd love to make more jokes, but I'm just like, I'm already recovering from people thinking that I'm a horrible human. Like, I don't think if I make any jokes right now, it's gonna help.
Trader Rex is now open. I got a hangover, so keep it down.
Do it, and you're cool.
If you drink all the coffee, I'll kill you. Great. Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place.
I mean, I'll get the lockpicks, I guess, at this point. We're starting to get the tier 2s close. We've got to be getting close. Hybrid Energy Substation 3.
Up your ass. Get the job done.
Let's get after it, man. I really want to try and get the bicycle, bro, because like once you complete a certain amount of quests for the trader, you get a reward for completing tier 1s, and then you move up to tier 2s, which they're more difficult, but you have a much better loot over like the whole course of it, not just the end loot too. And then you also get the chance to get the bicycle as a reward for completing tier 1s. So that's what I'm working on. All right, how many fellow bungulators do we have in the chat right now? You'll know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I just need to know if you are a bungulator. Let me know. I need to know how many cool people we have in the chat right now. The people who don't know right now, they're like, what is that? The rest of us that are knowers are like, yup. Uh-huh. Wow. No one? Is there honestly none of you that none of you are bungulators? No one knows who that. Wow. You guys make me sad. Some of you, I fear, literally just watch me as a creator, and that is really sad. I'm thankful. There are some great creators out there, my man. Good, we'll be able to make some more red tea when we get back home. The hell was that? Never seen that happen before. Hey, what's up, drone? Goose and Goose. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Oh, sorry about that timeout. It was just because you didn't put a space in between the period. Otherwise, it wouldn't have counted as a link. Sledgehammer quality 6. So, is it still requiring a legendary part? It's not. Okay, cool. Cool. So we'll go, because I think we can make the quality 6 stone tools then as well. What can you make with these? Just first aid kits? We're good on that. Nerd gloves, intellect weapon damage. No, we'll just sell those. They're worth a healthy amount of coin. Whoops. Go ahead and throw that on there. Now we got a headlight mod. That's awesome. Or a headlamp, whatever. Rocket launcher parts. Yeah, this is really early to be getting rocket launcher parts. Okay. We have some stone, some wood. Let's make a stone sledge here. We need a little more wood and a little more, and that one? Nope, one more. The schedule is different. I'm sorry about that. It's currently just Friday and Saturday for at least this week. We may make some changes going into next week, but for my mental health, I had to do something a little different. Oh, Overwatch is still happening. Overwatch is still happening. Just the schedule itself, like the times or the days are a big thing. Fat man on G Fuel. I respect it. Thanks for the follow, man. I support that decision, W Balance. Yeah, I have really been struggling, man. I've been, and it's not like because of content at all. It's just because we've had so much hate in the last little while that every time I go live, there's something. Yeah. Wow. I say that, and someone in the Twitch chat just said, my FYP is filled with people making fun of you. Yeah, that's literally what it is. And unfortunately, I just found out some of the more prominent creators are very two-faced. There's 2 of them individually who have, to my face, said very nice things, but behind my back when I'm not watching their streams, I've had several people send me several clips of both of them saying some really horrible things about me as a person and as a creator and as a competitor. It's really gross. The some of the upper echelon of the community that is just jealous of Rank Up Academy is really what it boils down to. So yeah, it's pretty wild.
It'll be, well, you proved me wrong. Now take your reward and get the hell out of here.
Oh, I'll take these pipe bombs actually. Yeah, we did it. Okay, we could take the forge, but we aren't gonna do that. And take the special job to get Gen unlocked. Now, I don't think we get tier 2 quests until we've slept overnight once.
Name's not important. What is important, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Get the job
Okay,
done.
we should have... Oh, it was this. Okay, I see that now. Okay, cool. Hey, Gaming for Hope, how do you stay motivated during times like this? I'm a small creator to myself, and I feel like the motivation is so dry these days. How do you do it? I have a motivation that goes well beyond whether or not people watch my content. Every single person that watches my content is a person, right? So my views can dip, but even if there are 5 people, even if there's 1 person watching my content, that is more than some people get ever, and I do not take that for granted. So that's it for me. That's what it boils down to, man. So it is that simple for me. Actually, we'll keep this here. I like the emote. That's fun. We'll sell those. Got coffee seed. You know how there when you got 0 viewers. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm gonna need you to run that statement back and try it again. If there's 5 million hopers, then I'm one of them. If there's 1, then it's me. If there's zeros, I have been killed. It's wild. Nope. You know who's there when you got 0 viewers? I'm not sure that I understand your statement, though. You know who's there when you have 0 viewers? No one. There's no one there. I think. Is that the question? I don't even know what's happening anymore. Oh, we gotta chop this thing out. See if we can finally get another jar of honey. We need one badly. Dude, are they glitched? The heck? Yo, Pocarissa coming in with a gifted sub to Donis. Donis? I'm not trying to say your name, but thank you so much for gifting that sub. Make sure you guys say W in the chat. Appreciate it. Bob Ross, W. Yep. Dude, I apologize. I got a 30-second ad, 30-minute ad during your entire response. You're fine. I would just say that my motivation goes beyond the views. So if the views drop, or if the game feels stale, or whatever, my motivation goes beyond that. I want to reach people. I want to make an impact in their lives. I'm not always good at it. I'm far from perfect. But because that is my mission and my goal, even when things are down, I'm still up, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it past two. You have to. You have to do it past views. Yeah, W, Poca. Ooh, weapon flashlight mod. That gives us a little more damage on this, and then we can do this. Also kind of looks cool with the flashlight on there. This is a crawl space where the zombies show up. What in the world am I looking at right now? What is that emote? Why is it massive? Ow. I think that in itself is motivating. There's no denying the community does appreciate you, and seeing you continue to go even past all the hate is inspiring. Wait, there's no denying the community does or doesn't appreciate you. I'm not sure which one you were saying. Wait, you were talking about me actually. Hold on. My brain is not braining. I'm so sorry. Please forgore. Please forgive me. I forgot how to function. Where the heck am I supposed to go here? Oh, right here. Donis is going for it, I believe. They're typing. Please forgive me too. I don't watch a lot of your content. I don't have time. I'm just so bad at this. I only have so much time in the day. Don't worry. I just think you are a motivating individual. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. W Poca. Absolutely. Got about 20 minutes left in the stream tonight, guys. I do want to say like a huge thank you, man. There's been several subs, resubs, gifted subs, and honestly, I just expected to get on, have a good time. Had zero expectation of making any additional money apart from ad revenue, so I'm just thankful, man, for real. The fact you even know my name is an honor. No worries if you don't watch. Hey, I appreciate that, man. There's a lot of people's names that I know in the community, like know of, right? I just, man, it's been one of the things I really just don't know that I'll ever get the time to do is watch more live streams. Like, I watch a couple of them, but it's very rare that I watch them. So. Doorways are hard, man. I get it. Okay, hold on just a second. I need to scrap some things. All right, we're good. Cool. I get what you mean. Juggling stream, making content, and trying to be a better Overwatch player is a full-time in itself. It can be, yeah. If you don't manage your time well, especially, it will become that. That's what I've had to learn, is time management is the most valuable skill that anybody can learn as a aspiring creator. I actually was talking to somebody recently. It's Caffeine. Some of you will know who he is. Great dude, really great guy. He's trying to figure it all out too, and he and I were talking recently, and that was the number one thing. I'm like, you just got to manage time. When you have a full-time job or school or something that takes up your time outside of Overwatch, if you want to get better and create content and all that stuff, you absolutely you must succeed in time management. If you succeed in nothing else, time management has got to be it. Night vision mod, huh? Okay. That's cool. I don't think I'll ever use that though, so it'll just get sold. I don't know if there's anything on that top shelf there, but I won't be able to get to it unless I chop this block out. Nope, nothing there. Okay. There is a frame here. Anything behind it? Nope. What about you? Nope. Okay. Move whatever we can over there. Not a big deal. All right. Do you have an outlet outside of streaming to help you sort of recharge your energy? I feel like that's something I lack. Ooh, man, that's a really good question, Donis. Is it am I pronouncing your name right, by the way? Is it Donis or is it pronounced a little differently? Please correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of it has to do with my faith. And I'm not going to hide that because you asked. That is a lot of it, is my faith in Christ. But I also find fulfillment in content creation, so I don't really need to be recharged as much. So, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how else to answer that question for you. Oops. Breaking my brand new bicycle, man. I want to ride my bike. I'm gonna check my phone and see if wifey has texted me that she's on her way home here shortly.
Great. Here you go.
I'm gonna make sure I'm available for her when she gets home. Take the ammo. Got some buried supplies, but I'd rather not do those. They're not very fun. If that's all that we have by the end of the day, I'll do it, but sometimes find myself demoted after a bad stream or video, and finding that outlet is hard. So I was curious if you do anything to help combat things like that. Demoted, like, so you mean like kind of just feeling down? Like, is that kind of what you mean? I want to make sure I understand. Like after a bad stream or a video, like. So number one, yeah, feeling bad. And now, is it performance of the video or stream that makes you feel that way? And there's no criticism here. I'm actually just trying to understand. Demotivated, that's fine. You don't need to apologize. Yes. Okay. So I will tell you this. This is not me shaming you. So please do not interpret what I am saying as such. Okay. The number one thing that you've got to realize as a creator is there is an ebb and flow. I want you to understand how important this is to me, that you understand it. We're going to pause the stream. I'm going to show you some metrics. Buckle up. Okay. There just seems to be, let's see, just curious, did I play against you yesterday in Overwatch? I was asking in chat if you were the real Gaming for Hope. This was on Colosseo, by the way. Yesterday. No, I wouldn't have been on my main account yesterday. I was on my alt, but my alt isn't named Gaming for Hope. There just seems to be that image projection, I think is what you meant. Of you being a self-absorbed lolcow. People can think what they want. It doesn't bother me any, right? Which I've said multiple times is very unfair and unjustified narrative. Of course. But the internet, again, is a court of public opinion and nothing else. All right, my wife said she's on her way home and we'll be here in about 18 minutes, and I promised her I'd be off stream by the time she gets home. So we're going to finish this in 10. Okay? So I am going to pull up my YouTube analytics. I have never hidden anything. I literally show my monetization every month because I have committed to leaving giving 10% of my revenue from streaming to charity. So I share those receipts because I think it's important, if I'm going to say that I'm doing that, that I provide proof for the accountability. So I don't hide anything. When you get G4M, when you get into playing more games other than Overwatch, would you take game suggestions? Yes. So the goal is to have two, it would actually be 3 veins of playing games. It'd be my 1A game, which is Overwatch. I intend to then add a 1B game, which will be Apex Legends. Then I have a second channel where I do other games, and it'll just be more of a catch-all for a while. So, okay. Hang on, my wife just texted me again. Let me make sure there's nothing I need to do right before. Oh, no. I should forget her allergy to dogs. It's not going to be fun. Okay. Let me show you. We're going to go reaction. Okay. Got to try buckshot roulette. I've literally never heard of that. That's wild. Okay. Let me show you month-over-month stuff, okay? So I want to be clear on something. I'm grateful for all of this. This is not me being unthankful, ungrateful, or in any way. This is not me trying to get pity, okay? Hollow Knight is a series I'd love to try, by the way. That's a good one. So this is January so far. We have 500,000 views, which is amazing. But I mean, absolutely floors me that I have that many views. This is just on YouTube as well. We have other platforms, but amazing, amazing stuff. If we look at December, by the end of December, we had 600,000 views. Yeah, me too, Ordinary Gamer, me too. Thank you so much for being so supportive, my friend. But what you will see, if I go over each month, there are going to be months like this month, November, I had 1.4 million views in 1 month. The next month was half of that. You're going to have months. You're going to have streams. You're going to have videos. You are going to have an ebb and flow in content creation. I promise you. That is a guarantee. That is not a matter of if, but when. You will have a massive difference from month to month, from video to video, from stream to stream. It will be different. And that is okay. It is normal. It is okay. I'll show you Twitch stuff real quick. This one's probably a great example. I have no idea. I literally do not look at my live viewership. Okay, so I have no idea how many viewers we have right now. If we go to Stream Manager, we have 33, right? Which, for my channel, is actually really low, but I'm thrilled to death with 33 people being here. That's amazing. And that's just one platform. We're not even talking about YouTube right now, right? But I want to show you this. If we go over to the overview, and we look at the month of January, we talked about stream to stream, right? My average viewership over the course of the month is 108. I was having some technical difficulties on these days, this particular one, especially if I recall correctly. So we'll kind of exempt this one. But like, look at this one. Tuesday, January 20th. That was an 8-hour stream. And I averaged less viewers, almost half as many as the rest of the week. In fact, it's less than half. I streamed longer and had less viewers. Okay, that's okay. But you can see, like, you're going to have just a lot of ebb and flow. Let's get a larger sample size. Let's grab, like, end of November beginning of November to end of December. You can really see it is all over the place. All the way at the very peak of 131 viewers. Right? All the way to, this is probably the lowest here, and I don't know why this one was this low. It might have been a different, like, game I was streaming or something. I'm not too sure. But you can see there's a difference. I see one thing I do wonder is, these metrics, are they a reflection of a personal problem, such as bad content, or is it just is how it is? Mostly it just is how it is. You can make incredible content, be 100% yourself in the norm, and you will still have this ebb and flow. I promise you. Biggest creators in the world do this. I wish they'd be more transparent to show you things like this. But I aspire to be that. Whenever I get to the point where I am, quote, a massive streamer, massive creator, whatever, I intend fully on sharing these data points for, like, smaller creators that are trying to figure this out. And, like, am I the problem? Do they just not like me anymore? And they're going through, like, this whole complex. Like, I've been through it. And I really wish people would be transparent and just show it, man. Just talk about it. It's normal. It's healthy. It's okay. Creators, we get in this, like, isolated island where we exist completely by ourselves, and that's it. And then we wonder why we're so depressed. We wonder why we're so stressed out. We wonder, like, it's so big. The mindset shift has to simply go past the metrics and continue to work hard. Find a reason to do what you do that goes beyond how many people show up. My reason is for people to have a better quality of life on the other side of engaging with me in my content. Even if it's for a few minutes because they got an encouraging message or they got a laugh. Either of those things is a win. And the biggest part about it is it's almost a guarantee that you will have that at a certain point. Even though you can't measure it. You'll never know for sure. But I now, at this point in my life, and I'm not saying this to be braggadocious, I'm trying to encourage you. Because I've had that motivation for this long, I now get DMs on Instagram. Almost none of which I get to respond to. That say, hey man, I'm really encouraged by what you do. I'm thankful for you putting the effort in. Hey man, I know you get a lot of hate, but, I mean, I'll look right now. Look right now. Oh, that's not my phone password. It's my wife's phone password. Let me look at something here real quick. If I look at my Instagram, I'll just read some of them if they're there. I don't know if we'll have any or not. Sometimes we don't. Nope, I don't. Not right now. But I got rid of like 3 or 4 earlier that I just had to delete because it starts clogging up my message thing. Karam and Alpha, thank you so much for the follows. I think it's awesome that you're willing to get transparent with a young fellow like me, man. I appreciate the knowledge. Dude, if you ever need to talk or just want to like vent or you have a question about content stuff, reach out. Seriously, just Discord DM me. I'm just a guy. I understand that, like, to some people, and I don't get why this is, but to some people, I'm more than that. I'm not. I am just a guy. I just happen to have caught a nice wave of content, and I'm thrilled to death, thankful to God to be here. But in all seriousness, if you need to talk to somebody or you just need some thoughts or advice or whatever, just reach out. Discord DMs are the best way to do it. I encourage you to be one of those people, all right? Feel free. DMs are wide open. Well, listen, guys, all this information notwithstanding, my bride should be home any minute, and I'd like to make sure I'm here to welcome her and the kids home and help her get the kids to bed. She's got another 10 minutes out right now, so I want to make sure. Yeah, definitely do, Donis, for sure. So I've got a lot going on right now, so please give me some grace on timing and stuff. But I'll catch you guys probably not tomorrow. It'll be Friday morning, then I'm back for sure. I might do another stream tomorrow. I doubt it though. I've got work to do. And tomorrow, or I guess it'd be Friday, sorry. Friday, there we go. Yeah, Friday. Friday morning at 8 a.m. we're going to talk more about like kind of what the community's hopes are and what I can do better as a creator, because I am really considering just doing at most 3 streams a week, but I'd like to do 2 per week. I think it's just gonna be better for me mentally at this point in my journey. So, but I also want to balance that out with engaging with my community. So I'll see you guys Friday morning if you can make the time. All right. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. Signing